start with the taking the blessings of the deities of Sheshadripuram. Ja- Jagannath, Jagannath Baldeva, Subhadra, my Gorangi Bangalore, Ishwara, Lakshmi Narsimha, Vamandev Bhagwan, the Saligram Govardhanji, Nitai Gaur, the Chek Goswami, and the Guru Parampara. So let us do the prayers. Om Gyana Tirmandasya Gyananjaya Shalakaya Shakshu Anmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishitam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swarupam Kadamayam Datati Swapadakam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda. Did I miss anything? Nama Om. Did I miss anything? I don't know. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I think I. So, well, welcome all. And this is the 27th verse. Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu dhruvam janam mrityasa cha tasmat arpita aritaha natvaim sochata arshasi. One who takes his birth is sure to die, and after that, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. This is a short purport, so I will read it. One has the purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prabhupada. One has to take birth according to one's activities of life. And after finishing one term of activities, one has to die to take birth for the next. In this way, one is going through one cycle of birth and death after another without liberation. This cycle of birth and death does not, however, support unnecessary murder, slaughter, and war. But at the same time, violence and war are inevitable factors in human society for keeping law and order. The Battle of Kurukshetra, being the will of the Supreme, was an inevitable event, and to fight for the right cause is the duty of the Kshatriya. Why should he be afraid of or grieved at death of his relatives, since he was discharging his proper duty? He did not deserve to break the law, thereby becoming subjected to the reactions of sinful acts, of which he was so afraid. By avoiding the discharge of his proper duty, he would not be able to stop the death of his relatives, and he would be degraded due to his selection of the wrong path of action. Jai Shri Prabhupada. So, Matajis and Prabhujis, as we know, India has a lot of festivals, demigod festivals. It's a land of festival. Recently, a club, in one of the ladies' club, Fiki, they charged rupees 70,000 plus tickets to take them to Calcutta just to see the pandals of Durga Puja there. So the two very prominent festivals, is the Lal Bagh festival of the Ganesha festival and the Durga festival. Lakh of rupees are put into the claim, to make the deities there and the Shamiana there. Anybody could want to say something on it? What do you understand by it? What really, I mean, of course, the prayer, the temperament. What else? What message does it give you? Anybody, Mataji? Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Culture, it's like, what do you say? It's a local culture of the
Yeah.
city. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Of course. I mean, it brings in a lot of people, and they come to Mother Durga. They come to Ganapati. That, and they must be having whatever they want. In lakhs when people come, kuch na kuch, they must be having faith in it. But
Yes.
then you're spending so many lakhs of rupees making the idol. What happens at the end? What
Visarjan.
happens?
They will do Visarjan at the end.
Absolutely. This is what I wanted to get from it. So what do we learn? Anything which is manifested has to be destroyed. In the material world, anything manifested is destroyed. निर्माण होता है तो विसर्जन जरूर होएगा. So one thing is very sure, from Brahma to the ant, sure as death. Death is inevitable. Everything gets dismantled, shattered. Crores of rupees spent on the pandal crores of rupees spent on the murtis. इतने बड़े बड़े मूर्ति बनाते हैं. You need a VIP pass to get into the pandals to have darshan. It's so crowded. Everything is dismantled, shattered. Everything, from dust to dust. This is life. Okay, now let's get into Bhakti Vikas Maharaj says, this is from his one of his extracts. I'll read it out. Life is short. Don't waste time. Instead of understanding the intricacies of time, which we will never understand, we will never fully understand. It is merely intelligent to utilize whatever time we have to go beyond time. लभव लभः सुदुर्लभम् idam bahu sambhavante manusyam arthadham anityam apitaha dhiraha. Turyam, Maharaj says, Turyam, quickly, yatate, yatate na pated. Anu miryo vayayan, nishya riya shisa, vishayaha, kalahu sarvataha sat. Having attained this rarely attained human form of life after many births, we should understand human life is very valuable, but it is also so fleeting, won't last very long. Therefore, we should endeavor without delay. Turnam yatata. Endeavor now. Do it now. No prostination. Prostic, prostic, oh God. Procrastination is the mode of ignorance. Dirgha Shrutri. What is mentioned in the Gita? One of the symptoms. Someone in Tamaguna, they take a long time to do things, or they just don't do it at all. So do it now, because you're going to die soon. So don't wait until you're dead or almost dead. Do it now and act for our ultimate benefit. And if we think, well, I could enjoy myself, you can. 84 lakh species of life to enjoy, suffer in, but human life is meant for going beyond death. Arvartaha kalavatvam. That is one of the symptoms of a devotee in bhava bhakti. He does not want to waste any time. Karma Yoga is Krishna's loving reminder that spiritually doesn't mean running away from duty. It means purifying the intentions behind every action. Arjuna wanted to escape the battlefield. In the body, if the body is temporary, why act at all? Krishna gently corrected him. You cannot give up action. Just look at nature. The sun shines, river flows, crops grow. None of them claim ownership. Everything moves by Krishna's grace. In the same way, when we work with the servitude, gratitude, instead of ownership, pride, action become liberating instead of binding. Bhagavad Gita 2.27 declares an unavoidable truth. All embodied beings, death is certain for the born, and birth is certain for the dead. It is delivered at the moment when Arjuna is distressed, confused, and morally paralyzed. Krishna's purpose is not to harden Arjuna, but to liberate him from the illusion so that he may act according to dharma and inner clarity. Arjuna, an unparalleled warrior, is overwhelmed with grief and illusion, Vishada. He sees his relatives, teachers, and friends on the opposite side and loses the resolve to fight. Lamentation rooted in bodily identification. Arjuna repeatedly argues why he should not uh, why he should not fight based on compassion, morality, and social consequence. Krishna's purpose is to lift Arjuna from compassion to enlightened duty. Knowledge must lead to duty. By explaining the soul, Krishna prepares Arjuna to fight, not out of hatred or revenge, but from clarity and righteousness. Let's let's take a page from King Chitraketu's life. When King Chitraketu heard of his son's death from unknown causes, he almost became blind. His lamentation grew like a blazing fire. He kept slipping and falling. The king approached his dead son, fell unconscious, and at the child's feet, hair, dress scattered. When the king's breathing became heavily, he regained consciousness. His eyes were full of tears, and he could not speak. The misunderstanding of the conditional soul in the bodily conception of life. The body is material, but within the body is the soul. This is spiritual understanding. Unfortunately, one who is in ignorance under the spell of material illusion accept the body to be the self. He cannot understand that the body is matter. Like small particles of sand, bodies come together and are separated by the force of time, and people falsely lament for unification and separation. Unless one knows this, there is no question of happiness. If we remain in the bodily concept of life, our miserable material existence will continue forever. We are not the body. We are separate beings trapped in the body. Material life is said to be dukhalyam ashvatatam. The living being, who is a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, desires to enjoy this material world. The Lord gives him a chance to accept different types of material bodies and enjoy or suffer in different material conditions. As a result of his own choice and karma, the living being takes different bodies through the agencies of the so called father and mother. Arjun, Angira Muni and Narada Muni saw that Maharaja Chitrakoot, a devotee, had fallen into darkness of ignorance and was lamenting for the material body of his son. They came personally to advise him. By Narada Muni's mystic power, the sage brought the dead son into the vision of all the lamenting relatives. Narada Muni spoke to Harsha Shoka, son of Chitraketu. You died untimely, and your lifetime still remains. So re enter your body and enjoy the reminder of your life, the throne and the opulence of your father. The reappeared body spoke. According to the results of my fruitive activities, I, the living being, transmigrated from one body to another, sometimes going to the species of the life of demigods, sometimes to the species of lower animals, sometimes among the vegetables, and sometimes to the human species. Therefore, in which birth were they my mother and father? No one is actually my mother and father. How can I accept these two people as my parents? The living being enters a material body that is like a machine created by the five gross elements of material nature: earth, water, fire, air, and sky, and the three subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and ego. According to the results of a living entity, fruitive actions, he is forced to enter the material element in different types of body. Enlightened by the instructions of Angira and Narada, King Chitraketu came out of the dark well of family life, just like an elephant becomes free from a muddy reservoir of water. The king bathed in the water of the Yamuna, and according to prescribed duties, he offered obligations of water to the forefathers and demigods, and he then offered his respect and obeisances to the sons of Lord Brahma. Sukdev Goswami says, Atma or soul is very, very dear, especially to all living entities who have accepted material bodies. However, that Atma, spirit soul, is part and parcel of Krishna. For this reason, Krishna is very dear to every living entity. Everyone's body is very dear to oneself, and one wants to protect the body by all means because within the body, the soul is living. Unfortunately, the soul forgets his constitutional position and thinks he is only the body. Dehatma buddhi. Thus, the soul is subjected to rules and regulation of material nature. When a living entity, by his intelligence, reawakens his attraction for Krishna, and, and he can understand that he is not the body, but part and parcel of Krishna, he no longer labors under attachment to the body. Janasya yaha moha yam aham mameti. I am the body and this belongs to me is an illusion. My Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj says, the activities is not as important as the purpose of the activity. The activity is secondary. If one is doing it to please Krishna, it is authorized by the higher authority. That is the primary importance. Srila Prabhupada explained how thinking of the lotus feet of the Lord is the cause of liberation from material attachment. How doing devotional service, always meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, is itself the perfection of life. Prescribed duties should never be renounced. If one gives up his prescribed duties because of illusion, such renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Okay, now let us see another uh, character, Jatayu, the old valiant Kshatriya king bird, rising above odds to do his prescribed duties, above mode of goodness. Ravana abducted Sita. Sita, terrified, seeking help. Help came from a valiant old bird, Jatayu, vulture king. Jatayu attacked Ravana, determined to rescue Sita. He knew it. He knew it was going to be a Herculean task and he would even lose his life. But he did not waver. Jatayu fought fiercely, doing his prescribed duty, knowing that it was over the top mission. He did not blink an eye, fought tooth and nail with Ravana. Ravana, being powerful, younger, stronger, eventually severed Jatayu's wing, causing the valiant vulture to fall to the ground gravely injured. This Jatayu teaches us the importance of standing up against injustice, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Jatayu's unwavering loyalty to Ram, his willingness to sacrifice his life for Sita's safety, shows that true devotion often involves personal sacrifice for greater causes. His adherence to duty, despite the cost, highlights the importance of dharma in guiding one's action. Jatayu dies in Rama's lap. Rama's deep sorrow and the honorable honor he bestows upon Jatayu through the last rites demonstrates divine compassion and the respect that the Lord has for all beings who serve him with devotion and righteousness. It symbolizes the deep bond of friendship and respect that transcends species, a rare and noble, unheard of end of a devotee. Jatayu's unwavering loyalty to Ram and his willingness to sacrifice his life for Sita's safety exemplifies the virtue of loyalty and selflessness. This action shows that true devotion often involves personal sacrifice for the greater good. Never be attached to not doing your duty. One should execute one's duty. The living entity is responsible for his conditional life in the material world. And therefore, he is described as Prabhu, Master. If he likes, he can come to the material world, and if he likes, he can return back to Godhead. Ticket back to Godhead, chant and be happy. Devotional service begins with chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So let's begin. Let's chant. We can all unmute and chant 3 times. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
So thank you, Matajis and Prabhujis. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sri Hari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for your
Dandavat Pranam.
enlightening class. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat
Hare
Pranam
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji, Dandavat
Thank you very
Pranam,
much,
Dandavat
Ananda
Mataji.
Pranam to
Prabhu,
all
Ananda
devotees
Prabhu also,
assembled
thank you
here.
for guiding me also to what to speak. I actually Rangapan, Ananda Prabhu, he guided me what to speak. So a big thank you to him too. Hare Krishna.